Hi everyone, welcome to my space, my sacred space, my table where it's just me and the tarot, and we invite you in. Thank you for allowing me some space during the month of March, just to bring out some different types of readings. And today what we're going to do is we're going to get a look inside the DM's head space. That's the divine masculine, male or female. The Queen of Swords just came out. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Anyway, we're going to look inside the DM's space. Perhaps ask a few questions. And let's begin with the Tibetan singing bowl. This is to clear the space, to let Spirit know that we're ready, we're prepared. We're going to release the outcome. We're just going to go with the flow. We're going to accept what's ours and release what's not. And be happy in either or. And let's begin. Put down. What's that? It was like a feather. On the end of this little white feather. Interesting. Okay. Let's begin. Beautiful. Okay, so again, we are looking inside the DM space like we are a fly on the wall. We're not looking for dirt. Doesn't mean it won't come up. I feel like we have to go quietly because we don't want to spook the DM. And I feel that means be balanced as we go into this. I like the Two of Wands is on the bottom of the deck. And I like that energy because I feel like it's putting us in a positive viewpoint. We'll see. Or maybe I should say like a positive momentum. Okay. Alright. Divine masculine can be male or female. It's the masculine energy. I have no clue what the percentage would be, like male versus female. I don't even know. I would think there'd be a lot more males, but okay. Alright, let's do a peek inside. The Divine Masculine who represents all masculine. Well, we open with the Wheel of Fortune. It's the only card that is face up. So, you know, here's the momentum. This is definitely about movement. Destiny. Even learning of one's destiny. You know, letting it now become part of me. You know, it is the recognition of another and their purpose. Okay. Okay, let's take these next. We have the Hermit. Card of Virgo. But it's showing someone you know, what I kind of feel like is, I feel like this is the Divine Masculine understanding that this journey that he's been on lately, which has felt dark and confusing, even if you think that they're all happy in that, you know, you're getting a peek inside, not what they show the world. This is inside. But, and you know, I had this in one of the twin flame readings where, you know, something had happened that kind of forced them into the dark soul of the night. And I feel like what they're doing here is they're recognizing the fact that they had to be pushed into it, to go into this introspection, to look through their spirituality for the first time, perhaps, but definitely with wanting a higher result. So it's kind of that energy of like, damn, like what was wrong with me? You know, that for me to see what I see now, I made myself go through that journey. But the realization that if that, you know, if it didn't happen, they wouldn't be where they're, you know, this is about coming out of that, coming out of the hermit mode. And by the way, again, I need to say, it doesn't matter what they're showing the world. This is what's within them. Look at that with the Chariot, card of Cancer. We have the Five of Wands. We have the Eight of Wands. And we have the Page of Cups. So it almost shows their journey, what began their journey. And it was, you know, it was a thirst to understand more. And for some of you who have been with your Divine Masculine before, in the physical world, you know, physical touch, that type of thing, you know, I don't feel it was easy. I don't feel it was an easy ride. And you know, this is part of what they're going to be recognizing, what they are recognizing, or what they will be recognizing. Because especially with the Chariot here, this is about both people's actions, you know, action and reaction, action and reaction. You know, and it's the learning of that that allows change. Because after that, I'm seeing, you know, then quick movement. Thinking about love. I feel like I have to throw Pisces out there. And I like tried not to, but I just kept like Pisces, so I had to say Pisces too. Okay, let's look. So I have two major arcanas here. So the majority of what's happening is about one's spirituality. It's about one's connection to another. You know, the DM learning that this is a blessing. You know, this is a connection. This is more than going out for a night, meeting someone, and having that short connection. This is about the deeper meaning. And I know that they've been going through quite the trip lately. Definitely balancing out a lot of karma. But here it is being balanced out, which to me means falling away. No longer needing to be in the picture. That can be people, or it can be things around them, things that had them stuck to a certain idea, a certain location, that type of thing. You know, I'm seeing his shadow here. And okay, well, I'm just going to say it. Like, I'm seeing him seeing his shadow. Well, he's not really seeing his shadow, but what I'm feeling is, you know, I don't know why I can't say this. Is his shadow him or her? Or is that the shadow of the twin? And it might sound strange that I'm thinking this way, but for some reasons I've been thinking about people's actual shadows for the last couple days and evening, and I don't know why. So it's ironic that it's coming up here. Okay. I'm going to put a card in the middle of each one of these. Sort of the bridge. the King of Pentacles. I have the Seven of Swords, which I just knew it was going to come out here. And I have the Three of Pentacles. So I feel like the outcome is talking about the actual coming together, in the physical. But where are we at here? So the King of Pentacles here, representing the Hermit and the Wheel. And the King of Pentacles is someone who's very how do I want to say this? Is someone, I know so many Kings of Pentacles, and they can be so very different, but I feel the one thing they have in common is a need for a solid foundation. Someone can go travel the world, but I still want that foundation, that I return to. And I do think a lot of them were building houses, were doing things to prepare for the future. I know some of them were preparing ahead of time. And I have some who are really trying to stand out in a crowd. It's like I've always wanted to be a singer, right? An artist. But I've never really done anything. I may play the guitar and I may sing, but I've never really done competitions. I never tried to get myself to the top. And it's something that I've always held within me that I wanted, right? So I feel like some of them are sort of thinking like, and that's what they're doing, is they're taking chances like never before. And, they're doing it not to do it like, okay, I got to do it before, I take a person on. They're thinking quite logically, like the King of Pentacles would. I will be best within a relationship, not by stifling my dreams, but by living my dreams. So, I have a few, I just feel like they've been battling with that. But yet, in the same breath, I do feel like they're going to be fine. Now, that may mean, whoever fine is to them, but I do feel like they're going to be fine. The Eight of Wands, that could mean, could be the energy of hitting it big. Recognition. And then with the page above the 3, it's almost like, this is something I had to do on my own before coming together, before then combining our lives. That's kind of what he's feeling like, he or she is feeling. Just real quick, this is a reason why I don't like to say whether it's he, she, I like to just read the card. So if I say like he, it's because it's a king, but it can always be female energy too. Especially when it's in the divine masculine and feminine area. because you're carrying one or the other. But if you hear me just say king, 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 or he, I'm just reading the energy. So the reason why I'm saying that right now is because I just noticed how when I have to think about that, it interrupts my flow. So, okay. Anyway. There may even be a few who are seeking their fathers, wanting to know who their fathers are. We have 6 of Swords on the bottom. That's good. It's about energy that's getting better. Communication's able to clear up. All right, let's bring the crystal vision in. I hope I fixed my sound problems. Mercury retrograde. You know, this person is trying to find the passion back in their own lives. I definitely feel that energy of being drained, feeling drained, being drained, like not just feeling it, but being drained. Yeah, I do feel like it was an energy that whoever this is, they tried to hide it as much as they could. And I know we had, I think, 1 reading back, maybe 2 twin flame readings back. They were in March, I think, where we had DM actually ended up in bed or in the hospital. I wonder if you guys remember that. Because again, remember, this person has realized or is realizing that they were forced to go through this growth that they're now recognizing. And it is bringing passion back. You know, it's like breathing life back into them. Yet, again, being forced to go through it. Almost like the Tower. Alright, I want to look at just King of Pentacles and the Hermit because they are one and the same. Doesn't matter the sign. Just showing me the journey of this king. It's showing me definitely growth with that wheel there. Look at that. I was just going to say, he's holding out that pentacle. And, you know, making me feel like, you know, I want to give it away. I want to give it away. He's looking to his past, and then to clarify, it comes out the Ace of Pentacles. So, you know, what I love here is this person, whatever they're learning within themselves, and not just that, but then also thinking about their current life and, you know, like their finances and their foundation. The thinking very much like the King of Pentacles right now. So very logical mind, and planning, definitely planning. And I just feel like, you know, this ace is for you. Let's go a little deeper on that. You know, the colors on this wheel in the background there, they look like if I took these 3 cards and mixed those colors, it looks like that's exactly what it would look like. So going through the wheel of destiny, right? What that means is there's always a helping hand. Well, there's always a helping hand there anyway. Eight of Cups, trying to find one's own desire, right? Trying to fulfill my desires. Understanding my past and the emotions. You know, here you're understanding, well, you need to see everything, right? Because you need to have clarity to move on from here. And if you look deep enough, you can see the connection of source to everything and the growth. You can see the connection, almost like a silver string, silver thread. And it's because of that awareness. And I do feel like this is for divine masculine and the feminine. It's like due to that awareness, I see things very differently. This is about having a desire within something that would be hard to put to bed. It's something that calls out and calls out and calls out. You know, and I feel like for someone, it's a gift from God. You know, it's a gift from Source. It's inspiration to others. So, well, you know, one thing, this part of the journey brings them to the Chariot, which is about now the balance of the yin and the yang, the light and the shadow. And I feel like for someone, for some DM, it's like now whatever lies ahead of them, because I feel like it's still, you know, this journey has been great and it's preparing them and it's like armor, and I feel like it's for everyone, to be honest. You know, and it's creating a strength and a beauty that you can use going forward, because I feel like it's saying it's not that the journey is over, it's not that the ups and downs go away, it's that you and I can better get through them, understand them, you know, see them as lessons and growth. So it becomes a whole different ball game, right? It's a whole different ball game. And I do feel like it is through perception, and perspective. You know, this is movement forward. He's got the hermit's boots on. So he's taking wisdom with him, and wanting to stand out. This is someone who doesn't want to conform, right? I want to be different. I want to stand out, whether that be for you or for everyone. And I do feel like there was quite a change from how I used to be to how I am now. Growth-wise, immaturity for sure. Because I feel like when this person was young, probably teenagers, but I feel like some real insecurities caused them to be like little badasses, little troublemakers. I have the Knight of Cups. I know I'm going slow in this reading. It's just what it's calling for. There's the Queen of Pentacles. So we have the King and the Queen on board. What I like about that is we have similar energy, right? Both being of the earth energy. Look at that. And the Queen also having the Page of Cups. And the Four of Swords. Okay, let's look at this. Let me get a drink real quick. I feel like there's some DMs who are well aware of how they left you. How, they're just not proud. They're not proud of it. I feel like for some, you may have just cut off communication. And for whatever the reason now, they really are not proud of it. I feel that there are some of them who would like to tell the feminine what they're realizing, but definitely feeling like it's too soon. They don't feel like the feminine has healed, forgiven, maybe even looked at it. So therefore, they know coming forward, the female's feminine is still in that headspace. So what good would it do? So they're holding it back. They're holding it back. And, for a lot of them, it's like desire is seeping in. It's coming in. I just feel like for a lot of you, kind of just a change in the way you're feeling. I want to look at, I'm going to keep building on this. So I feel like the Divine Masculine is definitely having much more clarity in life, a lot more understanding of You know that it's not just the way they thought the world worked. And yeah, you know, having to go under that microscope and realizing, you know, for some of them, I'm telling you, they just felt like they were really immature. So there's a lot of things they could look back at and go, oh man. Especially in the neighborhood. I don't know who that's for, but okay. I keep getting the image of a circus. Like someone ran off and joined a circus. Ran off with the circus when they were young. Probably not for long, but now we got the wheel on the bottom again. We have the Nine of Swords, the Star, card of Aquarius, and the Two of Cups. I have so much water over here. It's almost like the King of Pentacles, or the King of Pentacles, the Divine Masculines, like being bathed in emotions, but pretty gently, or they're moving into a much more gentler time. And I feel like for those on the path right now, where you did have connection with this person, you know, a relationship with this person, I definitely see their fear again of them realizing who you are. Again, it's like that silver thread, but also knowing that for some of you, it's like you're not ready. This is their perception. Yet I do feel like they're probably right. You know, I just want to say, keep your thoughts positive. Because if you're both thinking positive thoughts about the possibility of coming together, think about the energy that puts out into the world from twins. And even if you don't know if they're thinking positive, well, imagine that they are. It's almost like double whammy on them. But I feel like, you know, it's about the energy moving. I have the Knight of Pentacles, and I have the Eight of Wands. So wow. So it's almost like I go from nothing to everything. And I'm wondering, like, would it be overwhelming to you? You know what I mean? Like, let's say everything is just working out in divine order, and it was time for them to come in. What would you do right now? How would you take that? Because I feel like it could be, for some, it's like, I almost got comfortable within the nothing. And now I have to think about being within a something, right? And I feel like you just need to ask yourself that, because it's merely like a little test. Like, am I truly ready? Or do I need to snap myself out of a few things? Wow, I feel like they're talking to me too. And I feel like, this is not about hurry, hurry, hurry. It's really not. I have all the energy of you two plus universal, right? Plus source. And spiritual help being sent in, that type of thing. So that tells me, does it have to happen today? No. It's really under everyone's control, because if you go back here, and again, it's about putting those positive thoughts out, right? And the strength, the power. That underneath the wheel, we have temperance. Of course, Sagittarius, this is about divine order, right? This is about divine timing. This is about giving the process enough time so that it can be a blessing. Because, sometimes things come too quickly and it can feel like a curse, but yet we called for it, right? This is Source saying, give divine time. And sometimes the divine time is waiting on you, but still, that's divine time. When I go back, I see underneath temperance is the Five of Wands and the Chariot again, exactly what's up here. Now look at that, the Ten of Cups under that. I definitely feel the energy of divine masculine, and I guess it could be feminine too. But I definitely feel the energy of someone having a chance of making it pretty big. And yeah, it can be anything creative. I know that, but I feel like it is through competition, especially with two Five of Wands here. It definitely feels like through competition, and it kind of feels like through the spoken word. And that could just mean like through song lyrics. So someone may be writing like a beautiful love song, especially all this emotion over here. That might be exactly what someone's DM's doing right now. They may be a songwriter, and they are creating a song, or they're writing an album, what have you. But I feel like at least one of their songs, it just feels like there's something special with that. And by the way, I also feel the energy of the divine feminine eventually connected to that dream. So this dream isn't, if I get this dream, then I don't take my twin. No, this is about all of it. Because you are connected to it in a very positive way. And some of you may be using your own talent with them eventually. Look at that, though, 10 of Cups. So you're becoming, both of you, your energy's changing. And before, where, after sometimes there's these major fights, you're expelling each other, right? But that turns just like magnets. You can turn them apart for a minute, but they're eventually going to flick back, right? That positive and the negative is going to pull it in. And it's kind of what it feels like here too, but along the way, certain things are taking place. And who knows, maybe this song is something that's going to help a lot of people. So in that sense, it's pretty important, right? But I don't feel like that's just it, like a one-hit wonder. I don't feel that. I'd like to know who that is. Because I feel like if it was a competition, we could probably help them. Alright, I'm going to look right at the Two of Cups. You know, Two of Cups has a guardian angel energy attached to it. With the energy of hope on the other side of it. You know, like, you can just tell some things are meant to be. This, again, which I've had in another reading, is not about, you know, how someone comes in, because I feel like they could come in very gentle. Or they may come roaring in. But either or just seems to be fine. Okay, Two Cups. Oh man, Ten of Swords. So, okay, I guess we have a prior connection here. You know, and I'm wondering, someone feels more injured than the other. I do feel that. And I feel like if that's you, that they're realizing that too. So even if there's someone to be like, no, it's your fault, but they did something that, I don't know, just was enough to hurt. You know what I mean? Enough to hurt quite a bit. You know, it's almost like energetically getting a chance to peek in on you and, you know, like show up in your room spirit-wise and see you lying in bed crying and knowing that they were the cause of your sadness. But not being able to do anything about it, you know, and knowing even if like they, I don't know, I'm getting this image of like they are in spirit watching. And it's like if they start to think, well, I'm going to call her or him when I get back into my body, it's like that's being shut down right away as in a higher voice, you know, as like now, maybe not now. So so they have that realization. And, you know, it's like if they weren't an empath before, they were made to feel that. And I know what that means, you know, because I feel different people's energy and you feel it. I have the Queen of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. You know, it is about overcoming the journey that you've been on. You know, I think we all have to admit through this journey, though, how much our spirituality has grown. Because there's something about taking a moment and giving gratitude for the growth. Because through this, we're learning how to handle things in a much better way. It gives us much better results, a better outcome. And, I just feel like, again, reminding someone, if it was to walk in the door today, how would you feel within it? Because I feel like you would feel chaotic, unsure. You may even say to yourself, damn, I didn't really get to heal myself. Like, you actually have those thoughts. And if that's the case, then I feel like just go ahead and get started. We have the Six of Pentacles and the Five of Pentacles, which is the number 11. Put them together, number 11. This is about taking advantage of the help that's around you. Understanding that you're not weak if you ask for help, if you need help. And really, if you're like not allowing love in your life, period, it's because there's something that, we all know, but I feel like don't be afraid of even finding a support group, because, it's like universe is saying that, do you want to spend the rest of your life in that hard shell? And I feel like those who need to hear that, you heard it. But it's showing me recovering, that you're recovering. And many of you, it's like you're in that state right now, but I feel like your minds are starting to turn towards the positive. Like the sun is starting to shine in just enough to show you a picture of what can be. Okay, let's take one final round. We have the Hierophant card of Taurus. I was going to say this reading is nothing like I thought it would be, but I really didn't plan which way I was going to do it. We have the Nine of Pentacles. And I feel like what this is showing me is some of you during this, what we could call a waiting period, we shouldn't, but some of us will call it that. Something we're going to recognize is the growth that we've had, like starting your own business that maybe otherwise you would not have done. For some, this is about the divine masculine, wanting to go after this dream, and it, for whatever reason, feels like it needs to be solo right now. But again, I have the movement, even with that, of the family, of the connection, of the commitment. Nine of Pentacles is about success of self-employment, having success within it. And, this success could only come through your wisdom, your experiences, your hardships. Okay, we'll close with these. So we have the Queen of Swords, which I think she popped out in the beginning. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, the Unknown card. Page of Pentacles, and the Ten of Pentacles. So, we're in abundance no matter what. I like the green because I'm thinking St. Patty's Day, right? And here's the green. So it's showing me abundance. It's showing me, especially with the Page of Pentacles, I'm seeking the knowledge myself. Like I want to learn. I want to better myself. But again, everything is being done done for the good of the family. What will be the family? So two nice round or level-headed people, but based in love. I feel like the unknown card is coming up as really a measure of time. As in when it can happen. I feel like, I'm always drawn to her mood ring. And I used to wear a mood ring. So, and it's funny how it turns colors, right? And so it's almost like that's what you need to go on. Like that is your compass. As if I was wearing a mood ring. If it was black, maybe not a good day to move forward. Something within my energy. I can't remember the meaning of all the colors now, but and I just feel like, to end this reading, what it's saying is, when will this come together? When will real communication come in? Like when? And I do feel like it's impossible to say when, because too much is dependent on each person's energy. But what we're finding now is the ability to move through one's life, right? Because I feel like, what am I trying to say here? I feel like what the twins are learning is as you grow, they grow. As they grow, you grow. So instead of repelling each other's energy, you're starting to take advantage of it, right? Take advantage of it. And use it to, use it. It's like that's what it's there for. To help you in your life, in your current circumstances. So, build it up and don't deflate it. And that really determines so much. And I think I'm going to leave it there. This reading felt, I know there's some gaps in it. Well, if you didn't like the gap, you're probably not listening to me right now then. Yeah, very different type of energy. Okay, guys, I love you so much. Thank you for the likes. I notice I'm getting a lot of thumbs down, which is, everyone's got their own opinion. But, anyway, thanks for the thumbs up. Thank you for the beautiful comments. Thank you for the beautiful donations. And just thank you for being here for each other, Thank you for trusting within your intuition, which brought you here. So thank you for all the above. I hope you enjoy the reading. And I just hope you excuse like the little, weird things. Okay? All right, guys. I love you so much. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.